Hello everyone, and today I'm doing something a little different because I want to do like a little update on how my reading has gone so far in the month of November. And I've already read Obsidian and Onyx from the Lux series, and I've also read the bonus content, so that's 801 pages. And then I started reading Opal, and I've gotten to chapter 12, which is 110 pages. So far I've done really well in the month of November, and I should hopefully finish these books soon. So far I'm really loving them, and they're more or less addicting, so I'm finding myself not being able to stop reading. Although I did just buy season 10 of Criminal Minds, so that set my reading back a couple days because yeah, it's one of my addictions. Well, that is it for my reading update. I'm doing pretty good. I've read over 900 pages. So moving on to the haul part of this video. I ordered 6 books from the book outlet in the month of October, and they got here a couple days ago. And then I went to Half Price Books and I bought a couple more books, and instead of letting them sit on my floor until the end of November, when I can usually do my haul videos, I decided to do just a small mini one at the beginning of this month, and then if I have a lot of books at the end of the month, I'll do another one. The first book that I ordered from the book outlet was Midnight City by J. Barton Mitchell. And I'm going to read like the first little paragraph of the summary because I think it describes the book in a really interesting way, and it doesn't give anything away. Earth has been conquered by an alien race known as the Assembly. The human adult population is gone, having succumbed to the tone, a powerful telepathic super signal broadcast across the planet that reduces them to a state of complete subservience. But the tone has one critical flaw. It only affects the population once they reach their early 20s, which means that there is one group left to resist: children. And I read that on the little description they had on the book outlet, and I had to get it. It sounded really good. The Lux series, if you don't know, is the first Alien series I've actually ever read outside the Host. The Host is more of a standalone. The Lux was the first series I read. And I'm not sure if this is a standalone or a series, but I'm really anxious to get to it because it sounds really awesome. The second book I got was Towering by Alex Flynn, and she writes a lot of retellings, and this is a retelling of Rapunzel, but with a slight twist, as instead of waiting for someone to come along and save her from her tower, this describes it perfectly. There's something, maybe someone, waiting for me out there, and it won't find me if I'm trapped here. So I'm assuming this is Rapunzel's journey to find someone waiting for her instead of her waiting for them. So I find it a really nice twist on a retelling, and I can't wait to read it. The next book I got was Expiration Day by William Campbell Powell. This book I don't really know a lot about, but it takes place in the year 2049, and the human race is nearing extinction. So it sounded really interesting, like nothing I've actually read before. The next book is All That Glows by Ryan Garduin. Butchered that last name, I'm sorry. But I do know there are at least 2 books of this series, but I'm not sure if they center around the same main character, if it's just in the same world. The book is about fairies, and the main character, I believe, is working as a guard for the Prince of Fairies, and he's a numerous playboy and likes adventure and everything, so it makes him very difficult to guard and just gives her more work. And along the way, I believe they fall in love, but I haven't looked too much into it because I want to stay as spoiler-free as possible. The next book I have is Article 5 by Kristen Simmons. And this was a very interesting book that I came across. Because, I mean, I think there's 2 books to the series. and instead of police, they have soldiers, and instead of being fined for things you do wrong, you get arrested or trials or worse. They don't elaborate on what the worst is, but I have a good guess. And the people who get arrested usually are never seen again. The main character is a 17-year-old girl named Amber who remembers what the world was like before all these changes taken place. So I'm kind of interested into seeing where this book is going to go, because it seems like an apocalyptic kind of book. I haven't read too much into it. I read the small short description they had on the book outlet. It caught my attention. I was like, okay, I'll pick the first book of the series up. If I like it, I'll buy the second book, and if there's a third, I'll buy the third one. The fourth book is one that I've been looking for a long time. It's Benjamin of Benjamin and Tomes, who raved about this book that made me really just want to get it and develop a phobia for rain. And that is The Rain by Virginia Bergen, where one drop will kill you. I mean, I don't know if you've seen his videos, but they are very amusing how this book gave him a phobia. I'm not happy that he has a phobia for rain, especially since he lives in England, but I don't know, it just struck me, okay, this book gave him an actual phobia of rain. So, I mean, it has to be a very intense book, and so I cannot wait to read it. The book, I would say, I guess, is a apocalyptic book. I mean, you have to stay locked indoors, the rain can kill you, and if, like, from what I heard from Ben, if you like drink water that's come from the outside, or you've taken a shower from water that's come outside, like if you have a cistern at home that collects rain and you use it in your house, a lot of people around where I live do, they would be screwed, because that would also kill you. Those are the books I got at the book outlet. Now I'm going to move on to the two books I bought a couple days ago. The first one is one that I've been looking for a while. I've entered contests to win, and sadly, you know how contests are, you don't normally win them. And it is Half Bad by Sally Green. And I really found this book interesting, not just because it had to do with witches. I normally don't read a lot of witch books, but it really caught my attention, especially since the main character is a boy witch, which I have never seen a book like that. It's normally girls that are the main character, so that just made me want to read it more. And the cover is something that also caught my attention. It's a face. I thought all that smoke was just, you know, just regular smoke, but it actually forms a face, and I believe the second book forms a wolf. The next book I got, I am so excited for. I was mad when I couldn't get it on release day last month when it came out. It was a sad day. They were out of them, but I have it now, and that's all that matters. And it is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone Illustrated Guide. I bet everyone is so tired of seeing this by now, but maybe not. I don't know. I haven't flipped through it because Jessie the reader said not to flip through it, to just look at the illustrations as you read, and I think I'm going to do that, and I'll probably be reading this next month for Harry Read a Watchathon. The only thing you have to do is like read one Harry Potter book during that month, and it counts as being a part of the Read a Watchathon. Or you could just watch the movies. It's same thing. The book is big and beautiful, and it comes with a bookmark. I did flip to the inside cover, so we'll show that. And it is amazing. It's actually the castle, and I like this one better. I mean, that is just awesome. I love it. It is so beautiful. If you haven't picked up this book and you would really like to, and you don't mind buying online, I would suggest going to booksamillion.com, because I've seen this book for $23 on there. Whereas I got this book at this copy at Half Price Books, and it cost me $32. So instead of going to Half Price Books because you think you can get it cheaper, I would recommend going to Books A Million. Well, that is it for this video. If you would like reading updates to become a regular part of this channel, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, guys, bye!